Welcome back to Introduction to Engineering Design. This is Module 5.2b. We're working on our passenger section, and specifically what we're working on is we're working on making this star portion of it. Everything else is pretty self-explanatory. You'll notice that it's 0.605 to the outside edge of the star, 0.412 to the inside edges of these stars. So with that said, let's get started by making a pentagon. We're going to drop one anywhere down here, just stretch it out. And you'll notice that that's an inscribed circle. Let's go for the circumscribed circle, the outside edge. And there we got our polygon. Let's give that a dimension. And we need to dimension that, per our drawing, to 0.605. Let's also place this drawing, or place this pentagon, 0.488 in from this edge, the left edge, and 0.363 up from the bottom. All right, we're looking closer. 0.363.605. Okay, let's draw a circle, and I'm going to choose to drop a circle in here. And sorry, I should have actually finished this off. I'm going to drop a circle. And I'm not going to dimension it just yet, but I'm going to select this for construction. That'll make it a dashed line. Accept it. And now let's dimension our circle. And we'll again dimension that the same way that our drawing asks us to, with a radius of 0.412. All right, that's looking pretty good. Now what we really want to do here is we want to basically look at this, and this is the outline of the pentagon that we have. And if we go to the midpoint on this pentagon and scribe a line, a ray that goes into the center point, what you'll see is that is the valley of each one of my star points. So midline here, through that to the center point, valley, midline, through, valley, midline, valley, center point, midline, valley, center point. So let's do that construction on this drawing. So I'm going to choose a line, and you can see that I can choose it for construction, which I want to do. And as I hover over these lines, you'll see that I get a midpoint flash right there. So there's my midpoint. I want to click and drag a line to my center. From my center point, I can come back out and I can find my midpoint on this line. There it is. Drop it. And I'll finish that line. I'm going to come to the next one, again for construction. Find the midpoint of this line to the center point, and I come back out and find my midpoint again. There it is. And choose my line tool again. Midpoint, center point. Except I forgot to make that for construction, which you may do. So all you do to change it is to click on the line and then select Construction Geometry. So now what you see is I've got basically these lines all the way around here. And what I want to do is I want to rotate my model at this point, or rotate my drawing. And what you'll see that these little points, these are the valleys, and this is the point of my star. So what I'm now going to do is I'm going to look, and I want that point to be directly beneath the center point. There's two ways I could do that. I could give it a dimension from the edge that's the same as the center's dimension from the edge, which is 0.468, or I could just tell it to line up underneath it. It's actually 0.488, so I see that error here. There, now that's fixed. So let's do it by giving a relationship between those two. So I'm going to add a relation between that point And I don't want that in there. Delete my dimension. And my center point. And that relation is going to be vertical. You'll see it flips it around and it fully defines my sketch. Okay, that's good. Now, what I want to do now is to make some of these lines construction. And these are my original pentagon lines. Sorry about that. I got a little off track there. Construction, construction, construction. Now I'm going to draw new lines, and my new line is going to go from my previous point down to a midpoint where these lines intersect. My ray, midpoint ray, intersects with my desired radius. So I'll start my line, I'll come down, and I can hover over it, and you'll see it'll snap to it. And I've got a coincident marker there. And I can just move along. As soon as I get my coincident marker, I can drop my line. And that looks like my line property. Looks good. So now what I have when I deselect is I've got my pentagon shape. I'm fully defined on my sketch. Looks like I'm ready to extrude. I'll go ahead and exit the sketch. And you'll see that I have my shape. I'm going to go through all and cut that shape out. And there's my funky looking little star. There we go, and now I've got my shell showing in the right spot. So I'm shelled and I'm ready to go. That's it. Thanks for watching.